On the cusp of adulthood from about the age of 6. Ironic how now my childhood seems so ancient. It's days like this that would escape with the sunset. It's amazing. My eyes would open each day, each morning with life and a burning desire to be happy. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. Be one with yourself. Be young inner self. You can't reach for stars if you're afraid of heights. Stars wouldn't shine if they're afraid of the light. Just take flight, you're the pilot. The horizon isn't far away. It's hard to say the perfect way to the path to greatness. Learn each day, each turn you take. Observe and wait, stand firm in your space. The words you say create the path that you take. You're here. Growth is the mission. Don't disposition your goals. Don't fall short to fear. Nostalgic memories. Weed. Use school jumpers as goalposts and celebrate our victories as if we'd won the Champions League. Weed. Build tree houses with only thoughts of home cemented in our hearts. Holding up parts of splintered woods together. Weed. Steal dust caps from cars. Travel as far as the range of our mother's gaze would stretch. That's what we did best. Stretch the boundaries. Until adulthood kicked in and set our boundaries. They say worry is the misuse of imagination. Gratitude is a must and I'ma make sure I live by that statement. Gratitude is a must. I'ma make sure I live by that statement.
I remember not being able to speak English, but I'm not sure what language I remember not speaking it in. Back then I used to pretend to fall asleep in a car to get carried to my bed. That was genius thinking. I used to believe in God. I still do, but I used to too. Me and my invisible friend used to move real tight like a Rubik's Cube. I used to think the world wasn't fair, till I learned you get what you give, so I have to move in tune. Life is knowing that people will leave, and nothing's permanent. Living in a world that gets worse, and when you think it starts to get better, you get hurt again. I hope my kids never have to be burdened with social services, overworking and feeling undervalued by another person. If the truth is subjective, in retrospective, who am I to feel I was blessed with the ability to speak words with messages? If everything's perception, then I just speak the words, and you personally perceive your truth with these sentences. I am the amalgamation of everything, the total sum of my childhood, making me a specialist. I serve as poetry, because my life has taught me this art is more than just speaking. It's a blessing, King.
Some people are prepared to get blood on their hands just to put red on their loops. They say you can only understand another if you walk a mile in their shoes. I wonder if mine would fit you. A pair of desert boots, cheap sole, badly worn leather, but enough to stand up against the stormiest weather, whether you wear them or not. Are my shoes enough to measure the steps that I walked or the stairs that I climbed? Do they show you the path that I stalked, the contracts I signed? Can they show you the truth? Do they show you my mind, my accent whilst talking? Or maybe they show that I just like walking. But my pen can pattern papers perfectly, because I don't need the boots, cause I got the words, you see. I'll make sure you understand me, certainly, because I've seen behind the curtain, see. Using words rather than my voice was always hurting me. My language can languish in a land which feels anxious, but this man which feels anger can only find anguish. I tried to find the good, but I only found badness. Looked for the path, but I only found madness. Found what made me happy, it turned out to be sadness. It took me 21 years for me to put that pen on that page. It took me a couple more for me to put that pen to that stage. Ignored me back then because I was a younger age. Call us rappers or prophets, but the purpose of the poet is escorting you from birth to the coffin. And I'll do it whilst coughing, because it's more than just poetry. Echoes of the most sensitive laughs of the most elegant souls, moving inside a wave that can never get old, riding a tide, uncover the treasure that can never be sold. I'll tell you the story of the poets that turned concrete to gold.